Welcome to Sports News. 30 customers of Sterling Bank are to enjoy an all-expenses-paid trip to watch matches involving Arsenal at the Emirates this Premiership season. This is part of a deal between Sterling Bank and Arsenal designed to reward customers who are fans of the club. At a press briefing in Lagos, the management of the bank revealed that the process of selection was open to holders of the special Arsenal account and that currently over 60,000 fans of the club bank with them.
All is set for the banking hall to become the playing pitch, and the fans are free to compete for passion and glory. At the core of this gathering between management of Sterling Bank and members of the press are the Gunners fans.
Today we have over 60,000 Arsenal fans that have decided to join us in this partnership and bank with us. And today will mark also a major landmark as we try to reward those customers of ours that are also passionate about Arsenal. The good news is that in the period that we have backed Arsenal, they have done far better than they did in the previous years, and therefore we have brought good things as well into the partnership.
This Sterling Arsenal promo activation is in 3 categories, and the process is explained by the centre referee and a linesman.
For you to be a part of this giveaway or promo, it is expected that you go to any of our branches and open any of the Arsenal products that suits your personality. We have 3 variances you can pick for them, and you keep a minimum of 30,000 naira in the account for a period of 3 months, after which draws will be made and you could stand the chance to enjoy watching your favorite team play at the Emirates Stadium.
An all-expense-paid trip to watch different matches over the course of the season. We're going to have, after several draws over specific periods, the lucky winners will go in. We're going to have them like 5 batches from what we have outlined. So there you have 6 sets of fans having to enjoy 6 different matches.
Are they excited about the project?
I'm really excited.
Extremely excited. The good thing also is it's not for Arsenal fans alone. Arsenal will not be playing against themselves. They'll be playing against another club.
With the blast of the whistle today, the activation begins, and according to the bank's management, it's a reward for passion and loyalty.
Well, now to internationals. World Football Governing Body FIFA has extended the deadline handed to Nigeria to resolve the crisis in the football house. The Swiss-based body directed that if Chris Giwa and his officials keep parading themselves as NFF Executive Committee members by Monday, September the 8th, it will come down hard on Nigeria. And in tennis, Russia's Ekaterina Makarova moved into a first Grand Slam semi-final, beating 2-time finalist Victoria Azarenka 6-4, 6-2 at the US Open. Makarova's victory ended her opponent's bid for a 3rd straight final appearance at Flushing Meadows. The match was competitive throughout, but Azarenka, who's been hampered by a series of lower leg injuries this year, seemed to wear down as the game progressed. Game set and match on Sports News, and is back to Bimbo with the rest of the news at 10.
On the foreign scene, barely 24 hours after the Islamic State militants released a video showing the beheading of yet another U.S. journalist, Stephen Soltoff, President Barack Obama has vowed that the U.S. will not be intimidated. Here's Cynthia Arya with more.
Well, that's certainly the case. Now, you will recall that about 2 weeks ago, journalist James Foley was killed in a similar way. Separately, the UK held a meeting of its Emergency Cobra Committee after threats to kill a British hostage who was also shown in the latest video. Then, as the NATO summit is about to take place, Russian President Vladimir Putin is hopeful for a peace agreement to be between Ukraine and pro-Russian rebels by Friday. Mr. Putin urged both sides to stop military action in eastern Ukraine, adding that his views and those of the Ukrainian counterpart were very close. Also today, it's yet another day and another case of mistaken identity. 2 U.S. men who spent 3 decades in prison for rape and murder, one of whom was on death row, have now been released after DNA evidence proved their innocence. Mentally disabled half-brothers Henry McCollum, who's 50, and Leon Brown, who's 46, were convicted back in 1984 of raping and killing an 11-year-old girl in North Carolina. Finally, Lesotho's Prime Minister Thomas Thabane has returned home after fleeing the Mountain Kingdom to neighboring South Africa on Saturday. At the time, he said the military had staged a coup, and that's a charge denied. Regional leaders rejected his call for troops to be deployed to restore order. And those are the top stories on the foreign scene. It's back to
Thank you, Cynthia. And the main news again. Foreign ministers in Africa and United Nations officials have called for global action against Boko Haram. At their meeting today in Abuja, they agreed to end terrorism through a multifaceted strategy, including checking the sponsors and financiers of terror. The federal government is considering a review of school resumption. According to the Minister of Health, schools may resume in September, as the federal government has taken precautionary measures to check the spread of the Ebola virus disease. And that's it on the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Up next is BBC's Focus on Africa. I'm Bimbo Oloyede. Bye for now.